In the days following the meeting, Mrs. Beatrice Adeyemi felt more powerful than ever. To her, the silence in the hall wasn't a sign of simmering anger. It was proof of her victory. She returned to the school the next morning with her head held higher, her heels clicking louder and her insults sharper. But while she was busy enjoying her triumph, a silent revolution was brewing under her very nose. Mrs. Funke Adebayo knew that fighting a woman like Mrs. Adeyemi publicly was a losing game. You don't fight a fire by blowing on it. You cut off the oxygen. Funke began reaching out to the people who had been humiliated. She met with Mr. Chidi Obi, the businessman who had been silenced. She visited Mrs. Zainab Bello at home. She even found a way to speak with Miss Tinuade, the teacher, through a private encrypted chat. "I am not here to gossip," Funke told them. "I am here for receipts. I need dates, screenshots, photos of incidents, and records of every unexplained fee that didn't have a receipt." Slowly, a secret group was formed. It wasn't a place for chatter. It was a vault for evidence. Mrs. Amaka Okoro provided recordings of her child describing the psychological trauma of the sunshine punishment. Mr. Segun Kolawole provided the note from meetings where parents were threatened. Miss Tinuade, risking her livelihood, provided internal memos where teachers were told to hide the lack of resources from families. By the end of the month, Funke didn't just have a complaint, she had a dossier. On a Tuesday morning that started like any other, the school gate swung open. Mrs. Adeyemi was in the middle of the assembly ground, shouting at a young student for a minor mistake, when several official vehicles drove into the compound. The officials stepped out in their formal vests. They weren't there for a friendly visit. They were from the National Education Board and the Quality Assurance Office. Mrs. Adeyemi marched toward them, her face contorted in a practiced smile. "Welcome. You should have told me you were coming. We would have prepared a proper reception." The lead official didn't smile back. "We aren't here for a reception. We are here on a warrant. We've received a formal petition with evidence of child endangerment, financial irregularities, and labor violations." Mrs. Adeyemi's laugh was high and forced. "Petition? From who? This is a prestigious institution." "It's not one or two people, madam," the official replied, waving a thick file. "It's over 40 families, and we have staff testimonies to back them up." For the first time, Mrs. Adeyemi went pale. She turned her anger toward the teachers. "Who did this? Tinuade, was it you? I will make sure you never walk again. Madam, the official interrupted. You are in no position to threaten anyone. In fact, step away from the staff. We are sealing these premises for a full audit. The scene was chaotic. Parents, who had been alerted by Funke, began arriving to pick up their children. But they didn't come in fear this time. They came with their heads held high. Mr. Chidiobi watched as the tape was wrapped around the entrance. Mrs. Zainab Bello hugged her son, promising him he was finally safe. As Mrs. Adeyemi was led away to gather her belongings, she saw Mrs. Funke Adebayo standing by the gate. You? Mrs. Adeyemi hissed. You destroyed a legacy because of a few corrections? Funke looked at her calmly. No, you destroyed your legacy the moment you confused fear with respect. You thought because people were silent, they were weak. You forgot that even the walls have ears and people have memories. The school didn't open the next day. Months later, it reopened under new leadership. Miss Tinuade was promoted to a senior role, and the laughter of children returned to the hallways. Mrs. Beatrice Adeyemi became a cautionary tale, a reminder that no authority is high enough to keep out the truth, and no leader is powerful enough to silence those who have had enough. Power is loud when it is unchecked, but accountability is louder. In the end, the gold on the gate didn't matter because the real value was always the people inside. Thank you for watching this story of justice and truth. If this moved you, don't forget to like, share, and comment accountability below. Your voice is your power. Never let anyone silence it. Subscribe for more stories where the truth finally comes to light.